All right. New video. Today I want to just talk about like a couple tips on if you want to get into comic collecting, what you should have when you're comic collecting, and what you should do or shouldn't do. I just want to put this out there because I know some people have a hard time trying to start with comic collecting and trying to figure out what to do. And I just want to help people that are thinking like that. Just want to I've been wanting to make this video, so here it is. Before we start, I did go to the comic store yesterday 2 times. I went early in the day, which was turned into a little short on my YouTube channel, and then I went later in the day because my cousin wanted to go. So I got some comics that my cousin bought me because I drove him over there, and so I want to show you guys that. I have three, but one of them is already in the box, and I don't feel like grabbing it. It's a Superior Spider-Man Foes or Superior Foes of Superior Spider-Man. I think that's what it's called. Number 7 or 6. Um, but yeah, I got that, and then I also got these two. I got Nova number 12. I'm trying to get into Nova. I I this is the only Nova comic that I saw in the bin, the 3 for $5 bin. So I got it. I've seen this cover a couple times. It's a pretty cool cover, so I got it. And I got this. I heard this is a really good Image series hit, and this cover is amazing. This cover is really cool. Like I saw this, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick it up. Maybe I'll read it like from issue 1, maybe, but I'll see. I heard it was good. But yeah, that was pretty much. I didn't get anything crazy. Some other things I did find that I want to show you guys before we get into me talking what I want to talk about. I went to Delamo Mall and I found this. If you know where Delamo Mall is in LA, you know what store I'm talking about. But I found this Japanese store, pretty cool Japanese store. They had a bunch of Japanese imports, and oh, I got this. I've never seen this before. I seen the art on Twitter by Gege. I always thought this was like a pretty cool cover, and I found it. I didn't even know it was a book. It's like a mini omnibus of like not issues, but when is it? It's when Choso and Yuki fight Kenjaku all the way up to like the beginning of Gojo versus Sukuna. It's pretty cool. It has a bunch of stuff in it. So I picked that up. It was pretty cheap too. It was like $12. And then I kind of freaked out when I saw this. Modulo Volume 1. I loved this series. This series got a bunch of controversy. I don't know why. This series was really good. I really liked it. Yuji did a really good job like evolving Gege's art, kind of. Like this series, the art is like it reminds me of Gege's art, Gege's Jujutsu Kaisen art, but like more modernized, more evolved, more clean. And Yuji did really good at that. Gege did really good at the storytelling. I thought it was really good story. Some people didn't like the ending. I like the ending. But yeah, I got these two. Wanted to show you that. But they're both Japanese, sadly, so I can't really read them. So yeah, once when this comes out in English, I am for sure getting this. I don't think this is coming out in the US. I think this is only Japan, but still pretty cool cover. It also came with a poster, but I don't feel like grabbing it. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna get into tip number 1. I don't know how much tips they're gonna be. I'm gonna just keep on going pretty much. But these are like from my experience, learning from comic collecting over like a year now. But tip number 1, you do not need everything. Like you don't need everything on the shelf. I had a huge problem when I first started where I was like, oh, new weekly, I'm gonna grab one of each new weekly release. No, you don't need to do that. Stick to one story, like just one line for until it finishes, or even 2 or 3. I would say max 3, minimum 2. But yeah, you don't need everything. Just if you like a story for that week, get that issue or 2 issues. of two different stories. That's what I do right now. What am I collecting? I'm collecting the Absolute Batman. I am also collecting the Amazing Spider-Man. The new issue just came out this week. I unfortunately didn't get it, but I probably will pick it up soon. But yeah, I'm only sticking to like two or three. I'm just getting those lines. I'm not going on the shelf picking up random like just back issues. I'm not doing that because if you do that and get like comfortable doing that, you're gonna waste so much money. You do not need to do that. It's so money consuming. That was my biggest issue. I got so comfortable with buying all the new issues. I wish I didn't do that because I've spent so much money doing that. But yeah, that's my tip number one. You do not need everything weekly. You do not need everything. Even like omnibuses. Stick to something you like. If you like if you like a story that you read beforehand, get the omnibus. But do not get the omnibus just because it looks cool or you want to read it. Omnibus, I think you should have already read it prior and you want to do a second reading and you really like the story, get an omnibus of that same story. But yeah, that's my tip number one. All right, tip number two, supplies. I went a long time with no proper supplies as a comic collector, and it kind of ruined my comics. Some of my comics from my early collecting stages, and I really wish I had bagging boards and just other stuff. But yeah, as a comic collector, if you wanna get into this comic collecting, you should always have bagging boards at home. You do not want to waste that extra money, like 30, 40 cents at the comic store buying the bagging boards for your comic when you could have bagging boards already ready at your house. And it just saves that much little money that when it accumulates, it's a lot of money. So you're better off before you even start collecting. If you're for sure that you want to start collecting, buy bagging boards. Always have a good chunk of sleeves. This will take you a long way. It's very good that you have this, and also just boards. Like you you could get them for cheap. I got this 100 pack, maybe it looks like more, for $7, and I got the sleeves for $8. So like it's not much. And when you compile it all together, all the money, it you do save a lot of money with buying your own sleeves and boards. And also, just I don't know. No, you can't see. Let me tilt the camera a bit if you can. Right there, right there. That's my comic boxes. Get comic boxes, please. Preserve your comics correctly. This this is a good first stage, but when you start accumulating more and more comics, you do not want them just scattering all over your desk, all over your bed. You want a actual box. I have two boxes full of comics. I actually need to get another one because it's a lot. But please get a box. You need to make sure you have your comics in a dark place. Sometimes you have them on walls. I like them having on walls. I make sure that I close my window like during the day, and sometimes open it here and there so that my comics don't get damaged. But if you don't want to put them on the wall and don't want to worry about keep on closing your window and all that, get a box, put your comics in there. It'll be really good. It saves your comics, and it's just a really worth to get a box. Also, if you're a comic collector and you want to display your stuff, get a shelf. I don't have a shelf, but I do want to get a shelf. When this TV's gone, whenever this TV's gone, I hope soon, I'm probably going to move this desk into my closet because it's able to fit it in there. And then this wall, I'm probably going to put a shelf on this side next to my bed. And then the rest, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'll figure that once when everything's gone. But if you want like displaying your comics, if you have a bunch of omnibuses paperbacks, stuff like that, or even your single issues you want to display, get a shelf. It's really worth it. And also, if you have like a lot of comics, and I mean a lot, I don't have much comics yet, so I don't need this for right now, but get a filing cabinet. Get one of those filing cabinets, like maybe a three layer filing cabinet. It'll save so much storage because you're able to fit a box of comics. Like if it's a long filing cabinet, you could maybe fit like 4 boxes in each cabinet. It it saves a lot of storage. It's a really good investment. And you could go on like OfferUp or eBay, get one for like $10, $15. You put in your room, and so much comics can fit in there. I'm talking about thousands of comics. But yeah, if you have a bunch of comics like that, get a filing cabinet for sure. Tip number 3, right? 3, I think. 3. But tip number 3, stick or buy for what you like. So just buy what you like. I know there's a lot of people that are like, "Oh my god, I got to catch up with this cuz everyone's talking about this. Oh my god, I need to buy this, I need to buy that." No. Don't do that. Read what I do. I read the first, or maybe like first 3 issues online, see if I like it, and then I go buy the physical copies in person, cuz I don't want to buy something that I have no like information on, and I end up wasting the money, and then I don't like it, and then I'm stuck with a comic that I just don't like. So please do your research beforehand. See if what you want to buy you'll end up liking in the long run, especially if it's a long run. So if you end up buying a comic for a very long run, most people have this obligation where they're like, oh my god, now I gotta buy the rest of the run. Now you're there wasting money on a run that you don't even like reading. So like, that makes sense to like read and do research beforehand. That's what I do, at least. I think everyone should do that, and just make sure you buy what you like, stick to what you like. And if you get suggestions, make sure you do research before you get that suggestion. See if you like it, and if you do like it, good for you. Go buy it. All right. Tip number 4: artists and writers. If you like a specific artist or a specific writer, I often stick to the art. Sometimes the writer, but if you like a specific person that's doing on a comic line, buy that comic line. Like my cousin, he loves Javier Rodriguez. He loved the Martian Manhunter series. He he's already thinking about, oh my god, first day he's gonna go get the new what is it called, Batman Shadow, I think it's what's called. It got confirmed at Comic-Con. Javier Rodriguez is gonna be on it. I don't remember who the writer is, but he's already like, oh, I'm for sure gonna get that, because he loves the art. He wants to see more of Javier Rodriguez's art. And just the other day, he was in the comic store. He was like, he saw the Zatanna series that Javier Rodriguez got an award for. He was like, he's for sure getting that. He is already set that, oh, he's already saving money so he can get the what is it? I think it's a hardcover of the Zatanna series. He wants to get that because of Javier Rodriguez. He really loves his art. If you like an artist like I do, I like Ryan Stegman. I collect his comics. I have the Superior Spider-Man. I have I have the Scarlet Spider. I just love his art. He draws Spider-Man really really cool. I love his posing. I just love how he draws characters. I love his scenery. But yeah, that's what I do, and that's what most people should do. If you have an artist or a writer and you really like their story or art, stick to that artist. You'll also save a bunch of money. Then you're not just there spending money on artists or writers that you're not going to enjoy. You're better off just picking a artist or a writer that you really really like. Most people pick artists like, let's for example, Jim Lee, um, Javier Rodriguez, Daniel Warren Johnson, Todd McFarlane. People stick to those specific artists. and buy their covers, buy their interior art. But yeah, that's my tip number 4. If you like an artist or a writer, get his work, and yeah, it'll save you a bunch of money. All right, my number 5 tip. This is probably gonna be my last one, but have a list. This is a big one. I personally don't have a list because I already have it. I don't want to sound like a smartass, but I already have it in my head. Each week, what I want to get, my pull list. And if you don't really like having it in your head, you don't like remembering stuff, write it down. It's a really good idea to have a pull list, or even have a big list of certain covers or runs that you want to collect. And that's just a really good idea because it'll have a goal for you. It'll have something that you're looking for in the comic store. You're not just there just wandering looking at whatever, and then you just end up not knowing what to get. You're actually searching for something. And I think all artists, all comic collectors should have a pull list, or just a big long list of something they want to collect. Like me, for example, I want to collect the Ultimate series, the Spider-Man, and I also want to collect the Superior Spider-Man. Like, for me, I had the whole Superior Spider-Man list on my list. I That was the series I really wanted. I ended up finding a big series chunk in a comic store. I got super happy. I got it. It was, I think, issue 1 to 15. So I have issue 1 to 15, and I have a couple issues scattered throughout the run. But me, I refuse to buy it online on eBay because I want to have the satisfaction of seeing it in a comic store and buying it, which is probably bad because considering it's Superior Spider-Man, it's kind of a hard run to find. But yeah, if you like a series, that like a back issue series that came out a while ago, put it on your pull list or put up on your back issue list. Just every time you go to the comic store, you don't need to necessarily like get a weekly. You could go back issue hunting, see if you can find your comic goals. And most people have comic grails. Like me, I have what is on my comic grail? Todd McFarlane Spider-Man #1, The Amazing Spider-Man, the one where he's on the web. That is one of my grails. That I really want that. I am going to search for that for the rest of my life. There is a low chance I might get it, but who knows? But yeah, if you are getting into this um, community, you want to collect comics, make a list of what you want. That'll help you in the long run. It'll help you with um, spending the least amount of money as possible. This whole list is basically you not spending more than you need to. Most people end up spending more than they need to, and that is completely wrong. You do not need to spend that much money. You can just you can save so much money doing this, and it's just learning from experience. Spending all that money on comics that you don't even need, supplies that you don't have, it'll accumulate, and it just doesn't feel nice. So this whole list was basically just saying that you don't need to spend that much money. You could just, maybe you're already doing some of the stuff I said, maybe you're not. And the stuff that you're not doing, please follow from what I'm like, just listen. Or if you don't want to listen, hey, that's you. But I hope this list helped you. I hope comic collectors that want to get into this actually benefit from this video. Hopefully some people actually see this video that need this video see it. And yeah, that's basically my video. I didn't want to do something too long. I'll probably post another video during this week. Probably double post. But yeah, next video I want to do a ranking of some sort. I'm not sure yet, but I will see. But yeah, that was the video. Top 5 must needs or tips for beginner comic collectors. And yeah, thank y'all for watching.